Hello and how's it going, everyone? It is your pale gaming news vampire here, Skullzi, with another Bethesda news roundup video where I break down all the most recent Bethesda news, rumors, and speculation. And fair warning, I am super tired right now, so my energy levels may not be as crazy as they normally are. I didn't get any sleep last night. I was attacked by wolves. Let's get to today's information. And we're gonna start our adventure today with a conclusion to the long ongoing Fallout 76 class action lawsuit. It has been going on since Fallout 76 was announced because some people who purchased Fallout 76 felt like they were ripped off and kind of scammed because they bought a product that definitely, in their opinion, wasn't finished and wasn't worth the money and was basically broken and unplayable, at least from their perspective. Fallout 76 is a great game now, but you can't deny it didn't have problems at launch, especially a lot of technical issues. And for the longest time, this class action lawsuit has been going on, and we've only gotten like one or two updates over the years. But now we have the conclusion to this, and this is kind of an interesting thing because I was sent documents showing the conclusion to this lawsuit, only I can't actually show you these documents because there is an NDA attached to them. So I don't know why people are sending me this. You're not supposed to send anything with an NDA attached to it, and NDAs are enforced 100% of the time. And as a content creator, as a journalist, if I show you these documents with the NDA attached, I too could be held liable for spreading private documentation. So if you're a content creator and you've gotten these documents, I hope you didn't show them because you're in for probably a bad ye old times down the road. But I was sent some documentation, and basically the conclusion to this situation is everyone who was wrapped up in this class action lawsuit got around $80 to $120. The document I actually was sent is for $120, which is for a little bit more than the actual amount that was spent on Fallout 76, and I don't know why some people got less and some people got more. Maybe they spent money on the Atom Shop or something, I don't know, but I would think that it would be hard to get your money back for the Atom Shop because that's all cosmetic, and like that stuff would work and wasn't glitched. But I don't know, maybe Bethesda just wanted to go a little bit above the minimum here and give people a little bit more money just for their troubles, which is cool, Bethesda. I guess that's cool. But like I said, everyone involved in this settlement, if you will, had to sign an NDA, and in the documents it did state that Zenimax does still insist they did no wrongdoing. They're not taking responsibility for anything in this, but they are refunding and giving people extra money. So I mean, it seems like they're taking responsibility without saying it. But it's good that Bethesda actually refunded the money. And remember, this class action lawsuit was being handled by the law firm Magliaccio and Rathod. I'm sure I butchered that pronunciation. I'm really sorry if I did, but apparently they did what they said they would do and got people their money back. So, I don't know. I don't think Zenimax is too upset by this situation because they still are able to maintain their opinion that they did nothing wrong, and people still got their refunds. So I guess everyone's happy, and plus Zenimax has that Microsoft money, so I doubt that this amount of money they had to pay out hurt them at all. But basically that's the conclusion to this lawsuit. Let's move on to the next thing I want to cover in today's video. Something in my eye and it's driving me nuts. It's gonna look like I just poured scuba in my eye. Oh man. The next thing I want to talk about, I have to activate glasses mode. I already ate the banana, so no banana meme today. But this actually comes from the Starfield subreddit, and it's a post by Rocket Regal, it looks like, and it was posted 3 days ago, and I just wanted to share this with you all because they did some amazing research. They did really well in trying to figure out where they believe that Starfield is going to take place, or maybe where the Starfield trailer is actually set. And you can see this is a very well thought out thing here, and I'd read to you this entire thing, but I want you to go over here and read it for yourself if you're interested in this, because they did a lot of work. But I'll read to you the bullet points. Basically, they did a lot of investigations into the trailer because they believe that Bethesda wanted to give us as much information as possible in that trailer while still being low-key about it. Basically, they believe everything in the trailer is a hint of some kind, and they did a great job trying to utilize all the information in the trailer. And basically, their analysis was, number one, it should be assumed, like I said, everything in the trailer has a purpose. Number two, per Todd Todd Howard. The trailer does contain hints about where the game is set, and Todd Howard did indeed say that back at E3 2018, and he said that about the Elder Scrolls 6 trailer as well. So not only are there hints in the TES 6 trailer about what the setting of the Elder Scrolls 6 will be, there's hints in the Starfield trailer about where it's going to take place. And 3, one of their main focal points in their investigations was the consti that you can see in the corner during the trailer, and they use this word to look up a lot of the actual known categorized constellations, and apparently there's only 88 widely recognized modern constellations, so there wasn't that much for them to go through. I mean, it's still a healthy amount, but they narrowed it down pretty quick, and by using the actual leaked screenshots of the early 2018 Starfield build, including some of the logos and stuff, they're able to conclude that the Starfield patch shows Cygnus and the Summer Triangle from the perspective of a star called Deneb. And the Deneb star system is a first magnitude star in the constellation of Cygnus, which is the Swan. A blue-white supergiant, Deneb rivals Rigel as the most luminous first magnitude star, and the star Deneb happens to be 2,616 light years from Earth. And just in terms of like an astronomical perspective, that is nuts, that is huge, that is truly astronomical, like the word actually means, because the closest star system from what I believe is Alpha Centauri, which is like 4 light years away. So we're going way, way, way far away from the Earth in Starfield Town time to go on our space adventure to Deneb in the Cygnus system. And I don't know what's so special about this system. I mean, it's a blue dwarf star. I don't know if those are capable of allowing a Goldilocks zone or whatever it's called for life to actually flourish on the planet, but I don't know. We still don't know too much about what Starfield is going to entail. Even if it is going to entail aliens, it might not. I think it probably will, but that's all speculation. But in terms of this post here, I think this is the best guess and the best evidence and investigations into where Starfield's setting will be, or at least where the Starfield trailer is set. So huge shout out to this post, great work, and that's basically everything I wanted to say about this. I wanted to bring this to all your attention because it's, like I said, I think this is the best hypothesis about Starfield's setting out there right now. But let's move on to the next thing I want to cover in today's video. This is something I'm just going to go through real quick. According to industry analysts, the gaming industry is going to be even bigger than it is now by 2026 by a huge margin, almost doubling in just the finances and the overall size and scope of the audience, and that's crazy to think about. And on top of this, these same analysts also claim that Bethesda will be one of the reasons this happens. Of course, remember, these are just industry analysts looking at numbers, or maybe going outside and watching the flight patterns of the eagles. I don't know how they decide this stuff, but I felt like it's interesting that a lot of big industry analysts think Bethesda is going to be pulling some major moves and being one of the main reasons that gaming is going to be even bigger by 2026. But of course, I think gaming is just going to keep growing anyway. It's even overtaking movies and stuff at this point in many ways. Gaming is becoming more accessible to more people all over the world, and it's just going to keep growing and getting more technologically advanced and just awesome, more awesome. Yay. More awesome. Oh, fuck, what is in my eye, dude? It's like a demon shit my fucking face. Next up, Zenimax Online Studios is undergoing a huge hiring spree, like I said, but in one of their posts looking for people to apply, they actually said, I believe for the first time, that they're working on multiple unannounced projects. From what I believe, they've only announced they're working on the unannounced next-gen MMORPG that we've known about for a while, but it seems like they have multiple unknown projects or unannounced projects, and I believe one of them to be the Commander Keen mobile game, because one of them is a mobile game, according to these posts, and Commander Keen kind of disappeared since it was announced a while ago, so I think that it's probably going to be brought back and built from the ground up with a different style of gameplay, because it seems the community didn't really receive that Commander Keen mobile announcement too well. They didn't think the game was all that exciting. I was at E3 when it was announced, and no one really was that excited, which sucks because Commander Keen is a great franchise, so maybe Zenimax Online Studios will be putting out a lot more games than we expect in the years to come, which is great because they did good with the Elder Scrolls Online. That game has grown so much over the years, and it's a great MMO. If you haven't played it, I highly suggest you at least give it a try, because even if you just play it as a single player and try to ignore all the other players, you can still be immersed and have a good time. But let's move on to the final thing I want to talk about in today's video. Speaking of Zenimax Online Studios, Studios, we have numerous new job postings just to look over real quick before I end the video. One is for a senior PvP designer, which you can see here is for the development of their new AAA game, which is the MMORPG, I believe, because they haven't really announced anything else officially. And then up here you have a character artist as well, and one interesting thing about this character artist is it says, create dynamic humanoid, animal, and creature models and textures with a strong grasp of scale, and so on. But basically the focus is humanoid, animal, and creature models. So if this is for the new MMORPG, then at least this gives us some kind of indication that there's going to be creatures, animals, and humanoids, which I guess isn't that big of a surprise, really, but I mean, if the game's gonna have animals and creatures, first confirmed information about the next gen Zenimax MMORPG. Woo, such huge news. But I just felt like this was a little bit interesting to share with you all today. I'm not gonna try to blow this out of proportion as some big discovery or anything, but it is worth noting in this video. But before whatever is in my eye actually fully dissolves out of my face, and I'm left with just a hole of which to shoot lasers out of somehow, I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video. It's everything I wanted to talk about in today's video anyway. If you enjoy the content, be sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn notifications on. And if you want to help grow the channel and the community, be sure to share the video, share the content, get people to subscribe, make people aware of the channel, because the YouTube algorithm really only pushes channels forward that have more than 100,000 subscribers, which means my channel's growing slowly because it is a smaller channel. If you want to help grow the channel, be sure to share that content, and to be honest, since I've been asking you all to do that, the channel has been growing a lot faster. So huge thank you, much appreciated. Keep doing what you're doing, and speaking of appreciation, huge shout out to these amazing people for going above and beyond to support the channel and bring you updates like this. If you want to get your name added to this list and get a permanent future video shout out from this point forward in every one of my future videos, you can support the channel over on Ko-fi, Patreon, or here on YouTube as an exclusive channel member. I will be updating this list at the end of the week with people who have supported the channel recently, so now is your chance to get your name added to the next list before I update it. I update these lists usually every couple of weeks, but links for all this and more are down in the description below. And as always, thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in next time, when hopefully I'll have some new Kuroshi implants.
It just works.